Alright, so today we are going to play Nancy Drew, The Phantom of Venice again, but this time with commentary. Okay. So we have played the last time and this is the first time I'm playing any game again. It's fun, I guess. Okay. I'll be playing a lot faster than the last time because I have already taken the notes that I need.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. This is my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. Oh, shoot, the bulb burned out.
Okay.
Thanks to Prudence Rutherford, the wealthy socialite whose necklace I helped recover while solving that scarlet hand case a while back, I'm on my way to Venice, Italy. Apparently, someone there has been dressing up in a mask and cape and stealing valuable pieces of art. The news media call him the Phantom, not only because of the way he dresses, but because he leaves behind so few clues. Prudence, who loves Venice and belongs to an organization dedicated to preserving the city's art, is outraged the thief hasn't been caught yet. So she talked someone she knows at the GDIF, the Italian version of our FBI, into having me help the police in their investigation. She arranged for me to stay in Venice in the palazzo she used to own, which now belongs to a well-to-do widow named Margherita Faubourg. Beyond that, all I know for sure is that I'll be working undercover, and as soon as I arrive, the police will send me something that will lead me to my assignment. What it will be, I have no idea. But am I excited? Oh, see!
I like how Nancy just goes in without knowing a single thing about her mission. Alright, so now let's grab the Italian dictionary and a flight ticket and go right in. Oh, senior detective, definitely.
Open the door! Oh, no! Well, Nancy, things are not looking good. What the heck happened? This case started out so well. I mean, what could be better than waking up in Venice, Italy?
And that's exactly what she did after the scene. And since we are in senior mode, we do not have a
check.
Okay, so now let's get changed. This is Nancy's room, all red everywhere. There's a phone, Helena Briggs stuff, and her wardrobe.
That's my roommate's stuff. Mine's on the other side of the room.
And this is what she looks like. Okay. And we have a bunch of dictionaries. This one for dictionaries. Postcards, which we will need a dictionary to translate later. Some of it. This one's in English. This one's in German. We can use the dictionary later. Okay. Then there's an Italian guide. We can just look at the leader.
Let's see. What should I wear?
What should she wear? Okay. She only brought one change of clothes. And these pants for some reason and a skirt. Okay. That's besides the clothes on the back. Yellow glasses. Belt. Sneakers.
I need to put on some shoes.
And let's make Nancy use the toilet.
I'll sing a Yerba Buena song in a house high above the sea.
Okay, so now let's leave the room and see what happens outside. And we have Colin. Let's try to dodge him. I know it will not work because...
Hello, you must be the American Margarita mentioned. I'm Colin Baxter.
I'm Nancy Drew.
Just had to call Nancy.
What are you doing, if you don't mind my asking?
Right now I'm restoring this 14th century mosaic, which means, without getting overly technical, I'm cleaning the tesserae that remain in place, repairing those that have been damaged, and replacing those that are missing with new ones custom crafted to match.
Is Margarita paying you to do this?
He is not.
She is indeed.
Oh, she is.
As little as possible, of course, but just between you and me, I do this for free. I became fascinated with art in general and mosaics in particular when I was at Oxford. Oxford University. That's where I'm from, actually. Oxford, England. At least, that's where I was born. I live here now and intend to do so for a very long while. Although I say that with no small amount of guilt.
Why do you feel guilty?
People like me and Helena are the reason true Venetians are slowly going extinct. We foreigners come to Venice, fall in love with her, and wind up staying. High demand for food and housing results in high prices, which in many cases means the people who were born here have to leave because they can no longer afford to live here. If I could be granted one wish, it would be to have been born here. That way I would feel entitled to live here, and I would know how to speak Italian.
You don't speak Italian?
Much as it shames me to admit it, no.
Why is that
Languages don't come easily to me.
surprising? That
And since I am able to do what I do without knowing Italian, you know, I have some slides of various tesserae. Not only are they enormously informative, but they're also quite beautiful. Would you like to see them?
I wish I can say no thank you, but can I say no thank you?
No, thank you.
Oh, I see. You're no more interested in my artistic endeavors than is anyone else around here. I'm just some sort of handyman to all of you, aren't I? Well, far be it from me to take up any more of your time.
No, I don't think that at all. I just meant maybe I could see your slides later. But if this is a good time for you, I can look at them now.
we cannot speak
I'd love to, in fact.
Really?
Really.
Marvelous. Here we go. Magnificent shade of blue.
Some of these slides
Look how the light plays off of it.
repeat but he says something else for them instead.
Magnificent specimen.
Okay, can I go back now? Okay.
Sometimes red is simply breathtaking. Have you ever seen such a radiant shade of orange? Looks like it was carved from amethyst. If you like indigo, this one's for you.
Oh, I can go back. Okay. Maybe one more.
Looks like it was carved from amethyst.
It's the same thing from just now.
Awesome.
Green may just be my favorite color.
Yeah, he's wearing green, so that makes sense.
This one? I could eat it. It's so delicious. What a luscious shade of...
I see.
I think I've seen enough.
Very well. I thought I had at long last found a kindred spirit, someone who shared my passion for beauty, for art, but you apparently are like everyone else, interested only in what something is worth instead of what it offers the soul.
No, please. I'd stay, but I really do need to be somewhere. Believe me, I think what you're doing is fascinating, and you obviously really know your stuff. In fact, that figurine in front of you, I've been dying to ask you about it. It's exquisite.
He knows how to button
What,
someone
this
up.
statuette? Yes, it is exquisite. It's an example of late Etruscan bronze work, no doubt cast some 2,200 years ago. I'm not sure how Margarita came to own it, but she's very fortunate. It's almost impossible to find bronzetti of this quality outside a museum. You see, after they conquered the Etruscans, the ancient Romans melted down thousands upon thousands of statues like this just so they could make coins.
Interesting. Shoot, I wish I had time to hear more.
No, you go on. We can talk more later. Oh, a parcel was just delivered for you. It's by the door.
Thank you.
Okay, her parcel. Alright, okay. Let me see. Okay, Helena is not here yet, but we have Ben and chocolates. Let's finish all of this. We have no idea who this belongs to, but it's free for Nancy to eat. I'm not sure if I should eat first or talk to Margarita. Maybe I should talk to Margarita first.
Nancy, you are up. Come talk to me.
Buongiorno. And again, welcome to Carnas Costa. I see you finally decided to get up.
Okay.
Actually, I've been up for a while.
Good for you. I got up, showered, and came straight up here. If it's daytime and it's sunny, no matter the time of year, this is where you will find me. They say the sun gives you wrinkles and worse, and that may be true, but it also makes you tan. To me, to be tan is good. Your accommodations, they are to your liking?
It was more quaint than I thought it would be. The room is actually I do like Nancy's room a lot.
Oh, yes, the room is wonderful.
You do not mind having a roommate?
Honestly, Helena doesn't even spend any time in the room at all. So I'm just gonna say no.
Not at all.
Ah, you are just being polite. The last thing a young lady wants when she is on holiday is a roommate. I warned Prudence that you would have to share a room, but she said you had to come to Venezia this week and you had to stay here. And as we both know, what Prudence wants, Prudence gets. Have you gone outside the car yet?
According to Nancy, she has, even though she has not, so I'm gonna say no.
No, not yet.
Just do not forget to take your key and lock the front door whenever you leave. This is not the Palazzo Grassi, but I do have several valuable pieces of art. And with Il Fantasma, this phantom thief, running around and stealing everything, I prefer not to take any chances.
I met the guy who's restoring the big mosaic in the main room. He's pretty intense.
Colin Baxter? I do not know how any man can find happiness looking at pieces of painted rock all day. Talking to him, it's like taking a sleeping pill. Que barba. But they say he is good, and so he works for me.
Who are they? That sounds a bit. No, I think I better go with the second one.
How much do you know about him?
Not much, but Olivia von Hellstein raved about the work he did for her. And what is good enough for the Countess of Schlosselbeck is more than good enough for me.
How long have you lived?
How long have you lived here?
Almost 2 years. 2 wonderful but very expensive years. The city expects homeowners like me to maintain these old buildings. But who pays for everything? We do. The Restoration Council gives us nothing, not one single euro. It is criminal.
You mean you can't afford it?
You miss the point. Just because I can afford to pay does not mean I should. It is the principle. It is the principle of the thing. Besides, being rich is something I like. If I am all the time spending money, I will soon be unrich.
Okay, she's trying to cover that. I'm not really sure if she's actually rich or not, but she can spend the whole day sunbathing and doing nothing
I'll
else,
stop
I guess.
pestering you now.
Good, good.
Okay, so now we can leave. We won't be able to meet Helena yet. I mean, not in here at least.
Hello, Nancy.
Wow.
Do you live here at the Ca?
No, I have a room in a building on the other side of the Grand Canal. A very small room. But I spend so much time here and so little time there, I suppose technically I do live here.
I need to get going.
What's his name?
What's whose name?
The bloke who gave you that locket you're wearing.
Oh, Ned.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Nancy somehow gets crushed on. Okay, but we have no idea what she just said because this is the only image of her that we will get. Alright.
Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. Here, I'll get those.
You must be my newly arrived roommate. I'm Helene Berg.
I'm Nancy Drew. Sorry for all the commotion when I came in last night. My plane got in 3 hours late.
No need to worry about waking me up. I can sleep through almost anything. Well, I'm sure you have things to do and places to go, so I won't keep you. Oh, by the way, there's a parcel for you in the entryway. Ciao.
Okay. The parcel is more of a letter because it's tiny. Just Miss Nancy Presto Casa Disposta. Please find enclosed bank card for the Banca dell'Oro. You will find a convenient automatic teller machine in Piazza San Marco. Please visit the immediately so that we may activate your account. Best regards, Bruno Sadio. Who is Sadio? Chalice of St. Boas. Stolen from convent, and the phantom has struck the king. patterns of rubies and emeralds which form the letter G on one side and P on the other. According to legend, the chalice was originally made of tin and was shared by Gervasi and his twin brother Protase. Upon its removal from Gervasi's grave, the tin cup was miraculously transformed into the chalice. Oh, okay, so it's a sacred cup. So now let's go to Piazza San Marco, Campo del Fiare. Okay, this is where we'll need to go later, and this is where we will be Panchi La Rui. Usually we cannot go there till sometime later in the game, but there is a way to show up there faster. There are 3 ways to unlock Campo San Polo. One is with a conversation with Lambert, which will also take place later, but there is also a way to get it unlocked early in the game so that we can have our Panchi La Rui session earlier.
Avete visto in televisione quello che è successo a proposito del fantasma?
No, cosa è successo?
Un poliziotto l'ha visto e mentre lo stava così per catturare, il fantasma si è dileguato e è diventato acqua.
Si è sciolto.
Sciolto
Davvero?
come neve al sole.
Ed è andato.
È diventato
Si è sciolto, non c'è più. Meno male, ci siamo liberati così.
Instructions. Wait, run those here. Instructions. Watch Antonio Fango, a suspect in the recent thefts attributed to the Phantom. See crime dossier. The window of his office in the Argon building, Campo del Fiari, can be clearly seen from the rooftop of the car Nascosta. See photo below or above. The surveillance team at the entrance of the Argon building will page you via the PDA whenever Fango enters. An audio signal will alert you to his arrival. A light on the PDA will remain on as long as he's in the building. Any suspicious or unusual activity should be reported immediately using the PDA. Press the call button to reach your contact, Detective Sofia Leporace. Background on Fango. Antonio Demetrius Fango. And this is what he looks like. Okay. Born in Genoa, June 1st, 1972, kicked out of Politecnico Tesla for cheating in December 1993, moved to Venice from Milan in March 2006. So we have an entire background here. Custom design, installs communication and entertainment systems for homes and buildings through this company. Sonrico. He is the sole employee, more like its only employee. After the theft of the Doge sword, Venice police received a tip that Fango may have been involved in it. Okay. Okay, he has no criminal record, but somehow he's the prime suspect. Can I pick up? Okay, I'm picking up stuff. Binoculars and the PDA. Okay. So now what do? We go to Campo del Fiari. The car is really sweet. San Francisco. Okay, I feel like this part is a bit annoying because we cannot pick up.
Looks like I'm going to have to pick this lock somehow.
She does not think of bringing the lock picking equipment earlier in the game, so we have to go back to her room. Okay, so we have to go back to the car Nascosta and okay.
That's my pager. Antonio Fongo is in his office. Time to go to work.
The activities. At least we can go straight to Fongo's office with the I guess it's what about that. Okay. Oh. Okay. Plus. Icon.
Nancy, what are you doing?
Margarita wants to know. Studying the architecture, bird watching, or spying on something. This is Venice. Maybe studying the architecture seems more convincing.
Studying the architecture. That's what I want to be, an architect, so I'm kind of boning up.
You Americans always busy doing something. Che noia.
This looks interesting. I'd better go somewhere private and report this.
Ciao, this is Nancy Drew.
Yes, is this Detective Leporace?
Si, but please, to you I am just Sophia.
I'll remember that, Sophia.
You have something to report?
I think so. While I was watching Fongo, a pigeon flew to the window outside. Fongo got up from his desk, went over to the window, and took something off the pigeon's leg. Something very small.
He removed something from the pigeon's leg. You are positive?
Yes, he removed something, kind of studied it, then left the office.
Maybe he is using a trained pigeon to communicate with someone. Yes, this could be true, because we know that by phone he talks to almost no one. Here is what we will do. I will deliver to you a tracking device. You will sneak into Fango's office when he is not there and feed it to the pigeon. After that, you can use your PDA to see in what direction it has flown.
You want me to feed a tracking device to a pigeon?
It will be very, very tiny. But I do not want to leave it at the ATM. If you go there too much, people will get suspicious. So we will leave it for you in the costume store in Campo Santa Maria Formosa. It will be hidden among the things there. You will have to find it.
How will I know what it looks like?
Very soon, I will send a picture of it to your PDA. But you must locate the device quickly. If you do not find it in time, it will destroy itself. If that happens, we will hide another
This actually
device.
happened one
Your
time
PDA
in
will
Spain.
show you where we have
The
hidden
device
it.
just exploded.
You want me to feed a tracking device that self-destructs to a pigeon?
The self-destruct mechanism will automatically deactivate when you pick it up. And do not worry. The device will not hurt the pigeon after it is swallowed.
And I'll be able to track it using my PDA. Sounds like this thing is going to come in very handy.
It is from the GDIF. Military equipment is good.
Well, guess I'm on my way to Campo Santa Maria Formosa.
After you have fed the tracking device to the pigeon, you must do two things. You must find out where the pigeon goes when it leaves Fongo's, and you must discover what it is carrying. Call me when you know these things. You are good to help us, Nancy. We are very short-handed. Carnevale keeps the police very busy.
I'll do my best. Ciao.
Okay, let me get the tab in. Oh no! We all know there's only one person who calls Nancy in. It is Florence, but and this call is inexplicable. You cannot leave this call.
I'd better see who's calling.
I've tried many times, but eventually it does stop ringing because. But I feel like because Prudence is one of the only people who actually concerned for Nancy besides her family and friends.
Hello?
Hello, is this Nancy?
Miss Rutherford, yes, it's Nancy. How are you?
But to be honest, I'm rather peeved. Were you or were you not to call me just as soon as you were settled in there at the car?
I'm sorry, I should have called, but I've been very busy.
And I've been very worried. I was afraid Margarita had allowed my beloved kindness coaster to fall into such a state of disrepair that it was no longer habitable.
Oh, no, the car is fine.
Oh, that's a relief. So, how goes the case? Captain Brassica said he was going to send you a parcel. Has it arrived?
Yes, it sure has.
Good. The sooner you get to work, the better. I talked you up quite a bit, you know. Both the GDIF and the local gendarmerie are expecting great things from you. As am I. No one wants this phantom scoundrel captured more than I do.
I'm flattered, Miss Rutherford, and I'll do my best. But it's not like I'm a superhero or anything. Like I told you, I just like solving mysteries.
Just see that you solve this one in a timely fashion, dear. We leave on a cruise in 2 weeks, and I shan't be able to enjoy a second of it until I know all those stolen works of art have been recovered.
I get the feeling Margarita's not real happy about my staying here at the Ka.
That is just tough tiddlywinks. Putting you up is the least she can do for me after all I've done for her.
Just what have you done for her?
Just what have you done for her?
I made the mistake of helping her pay for some of the repairs that reared their ugly little heads after I sold her the car. I did so not because of any legal obligation, but because of my abiding affection for the place and all things Venetian. She is such a cheapskate. I feared she would ignore what had to be done until the car crumbled into ruins.
How did she get to be such a cheapskate?
When her husband died, he left Margarita everything, which amounted to a small fortune. What he didn't leave her, however, was even the slightest clue as to what to do with it. And now, after years of bad investments and wasteful spending, she's starting to feel the pinch. But I'm afraid it's my erstwhile residence there in Venezia that must pay the price for her fiscal ineptitude.
I'll let you get back to whatever it is you're doing.
As it happens, I'm writing my memoirs. They shall be called The Principles of Prudence. Unfortunately, this has necessitated my hiring an assistant. You really must stop thinking bad thoughts about Ginger. Yes, you are. Just look how she's shaking. The other day, poor Ginger mistook the shapeless lump of leather my assistant called her purse for a doggy toy and ripped it to shreds. She's still a bit perturbed. Although, believe you me, Ginger did her a massive favor. Anyway, if you ever cannot reach me, it means we are hard at work. Bonne chance!
She's a fashionista. We see her in Danger by Design, and we first saw her in the Scarlet Cat. I mean, saw her was an understatement. We just heard her. And though in Scarlet Cat, there was an image of her. Okay, oh, our roommate. Should we talk to her? Should we not? Fango is more important. Okay, maybe we can. Okay, you know what Fango is. Fango's office is very near the car. It's just walking distance from the sea. And she's one of the first puzzles of this game. Shopping for a bit. Grab Nancy a snack.
Signora, ma come mai a Venezia ci sono tutti questi
Time to use my Italian dictionary. I can't read this.
Ma perché ai veneziani piacciono gli uccelli?
Non so, ma piacciono ai turisti.
Grazie. Pesce presto, venite, pesce presto. Guarda la cinema, Mario. È un bel film.
Ma non voglio.
Non hai tempo? Devi studiare?
No, devo studiare.
Va bene, alla prossima. Signora, ma come mai a Venezia ci sono tutti questi uccelli?
Non lo so, ci sono tanti turisti che vanno sempre in giro.
Ma perché ai veneziani piacciono gli uccelli?
Non so, ma piacciono ai turisti.
Grazie.
La mia lavatrice si è rotta, Vania. Posso usare la tua?
Ma non lo so, devi chiedere a mio marito.
Uffa, sempre sto marito.
Let's get up here. They actually have the option to choose singers, but I don't think that's a very good idea. There was this one time, I think it was my previous recording session of this game, I clicked on one of it and it was a bad idea. Instantly regretted it. Okay, let me just buy whatever I need. I need gloves. These gloves especially. This can dress. Shoes I do not need, but I still have some extra money that we can waste. Oh wait, I have to do that. I'm so gonna buy all of this. Fake starch, shoes, the non-standard mask, shoes. This gives Nancy a face, but okay. Right. And that leaves us with this 5 euros. Okay, now let's go to Vancouver. We already have the.
Mi scusi, signore?
So the urban building, and we have to unlock it again.
Sono?
Boh, non lo so, ho dimenticato l'orologio, in bagno, non funziona.
Oh my gosh, Bongo's coming back!
Vieni qui, piccioncino, vieni. Vola.
Actually the code names of all the Commedia dell'arte. Okay, I'm not sure what this is, but these are all code names, save for the ones that have been scratched out for whatever operation that is going on right now. So Fango is the Il Capitan, Il Dottore is the main person, Rigella, Arlecchino, and Scaramuccia. Those are different people. The ones that have been crossed out, I think they may have been previous members or not included in the list. Okay. Now let's look at Fango's laptop. Okay, this mask is now actually corresponds to the Capitan. Okay, let's look at his stretch. We might need to translate. Chest lock. So you can see that the chest is actually a code. You can see that's how they communicate. Airline translation, also in Italian. Translate, or he wants to go to Aruba, but he cancelled. Okay. Log. See, the article will be playing you from now on. He's much better player than I am, and he's going to charge my account. Go as you wish. Okay. Play white. Account is simply wants the trash can outside your office. So this is actually a drop site. It's always yes. And another one. Check me Okay. Oh, and speaking of chess, password again. Okay. Gina's board is temporarily closed for maintenance. So she has a special chessboard server that's under maintenance for some reason. Alright, Gina, let's get out of here. Oh wait, we can swoop.
Looks like some cards are missing.
This time it's this one. Ace of Chance. Okay. Oh, and this is also an Easter egg, another game. Maybe this one is a much smaller version. Okay. I think we can get out of here.
Wonder what this says in English.
Now let's follow the pigeon. Okay, so this is how we get the Campo-san follow at the beginning of the game. So this is where the pigeon is, but you have to skip looking for the pigeon.
Scusi, signore?
Just looks like
Not that one.
Quando non ci saranno più veneziani per salvarla.
So now we follow this direction and we will be directed to Piazza San Marco. Is it Piazza or Plaza?
Mia sorella ha avuto un
Same thing
figlio
here.
ieri.
Nope.
Giuseppe.
Oops,
No?
oops,
Pesa 30
not,
chili.
nope.
30 chili.
Then you'll be
Un
redirected
elefante. È un po' pesante, è vero.
Campo Santa Maria. Then do the same.
Wrong bird. Not that one. Oops, try again.
Then you will go back to Campo Santo and you see, and now it is accessible. So now we can go Panchila Ruin. Yes. Okay. Now we find the right bird.
Not that one. Oops, try again. Oops, try again. Wrong bird. Not that one.
I think it went back here. This time I actually this one.
Wrong bird. Gotcha. Hello? What kind of message is that? I'd better call Sophia.
Nancy, you have tracked the pigeon.
After it left Fongo's, it flew to Campo Santa Margherita. It landed right next to this place called Casa dei Giochi.
Casa dei Giochi. You are sure?
Yeah? Is something wrong?
Casa dei Giochi is a private club owned by Enrico Tazza. The police suspect that he fences stolen goods for big criminals like Leo Macchiano. If Fongo is working for the Phantom, perhaps Tazza is working for him too. Look around the Casa dei Giochi, Nancy. Talk to Tazza if you can. Get on his good side. See how much you can find out without making him suspicious. Was the pigeon carrying a message?
Yes, but all it says is hello in English, followed by an exclamation point.
There is a dot at the bottom of this exclamation point.
Yeah?
You must find a microscope and examine this dot, Nancy. If Fongo was sending a message to Tazza, maybe it's hidden there.
A microdot, of course. I'll do that. I'll find a microscope and take a look at it.
If I do not hear from you, you will hear from me.
Okay, so now that's done. Now let's look around. I think there's a coin somewhere here. No. Okay. This stuff will be opened later. Appreciate it. Nancy's dumpster diving. Oh. Ha! Justin Matthias Beaumont, aka Colin Baxter. Born in Oxford, England, 8 September 1981, graduated from University of Oxford with Bachelor of Fine Arts, May 2001. While painting a fresco at the country home of Jonas Lundqvist. In October 2004, Beaumont stole a painting by Renoir worth £7,500 from Lundqvist's private property. The painting was discovered. Beaumont pleaded guilty, served 1 year at Ashwell Prison, moved to Venice, Italy in April 2006, works as a private contractor, creating and restoring frescoes and mosaics. Seen on at least one occasion playing cards with Pietro Mazzola, a black market art dealer with ties to former Miaciano theft ring. To date, no other known infractions. And this is his mugshot. Someone looks familiar? We are taking this.
Oddio, devo andare alla stazione. Sai dov'è la stazione?
Penso sia qua vicino, ma non ne sono sicura.
Giuseppe, tu che sei del luogo.
Sì, sì, la stazione, però bisogna andare in taxi, è un po' lontano.
Doppler Institute for Independent Industrial Arts. For employee Samantha Quick. Apparently involved in the project and will thereby send her your way sometimes after the carnival. So that you may recognize her, Samantha will be wearing a red dress, white gloves, black sunglasses, and has blonde hair. Nancy has Titian blonde hair, so that doesn't count. We will send you details on our Swiss account for payment at a later date. Best regards, Hortense and Millard.
Che ore sono?
Beh, non lo so, ho dimenticato l'orologio. Vanya, dove ce l'hai?
Sì, ce l'ho, sono
Looks like that's it.
Sì, lo vediamo.
Nancy should
Dov'è il
wash her
caffè
hands.
Jing Jing? Mi hanno detto che è molto buono.
Ah, lo conosco, è molto vicino, 2 minuti qua.
È un bel
See
posto.
from the
Ah,
way
noi ci
you are
andiamo
dressed,
assieme,
you
sai
are
cosa
American. Who are you?
My name is Nancy Drew.
This is a private club. You cannot come in. Sorry.
Okay, Nancy is not allowed in, so we leave the place. And now we go to another club, which is called the Campus and have our first Pachilanu session. I don't think we have paid for this. Shall we get out?
If you're here for the dance audition, take a look at the dance instruction book. When you think you're ready, okay, let's see what you got.
I know some
Wonderful! Incredible! Bravissima! Wonderful! Bravissima! Wow! You go, girl! Great job! Still some rough edges, though, so take that costume home and practice. What's your name?
Nancy?
Nancy? Forget it. From now on, your name's, Punchy LaRue.
But
I
Next!
need to know the history of this Punchy LaRue person because I thought it was just a funny nickname that they gave Nancy. Oh yes, this guy used to be a part of the past is that. But yeah, Punchy LaRue, I thought it was just a funny nickname for Nancy. But then when I played the final scene, I spotted her name in the credits as Bess's voice actor. Go up and someone tried to kill Nancy.
another package?
And this time it's about chocolates for Ninja Tori. Sounds familiar?
And I want you both to know that I am very sorry that American girl is bothering me. It was not my idea for her to stay here, believe you me.
Yikes, they're talking about me. I shouldn't listen,
She doesn't bother me.
Nor me. In fact, I rather like her.
but I'm going to anyway.
This is because she spends most of her time on the roof bothering me. She's always out there looking at buildings through binoculars. She says that she wants to be an architect. So, if she wants to learn about architecture, she's certainly come to the right city.
Which reminds me, the Restoration Council has finally responded to our plans for renovating the shower area. Would you rather get upset now or later?
Please, later. I just ate. Anyway, I apologize for the trouble she makes. If she bothers you, you tell me and I will tell her. Oh, she's fine.
She's quite fine, actually.
If you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Margarita sounds like a mean person after this conversation. Should we talk to Pauline? Should we talk to Helena?
So, I noticed someone got a box of chocolates. You perhaps? From a secret admirer?
They're not for me. They're for someone named Il Dottore.
I thought that was someone's special name for you. How disappointing. Especially since I was going to ask you if I could have a piece. I'm starving. So, how do you like Venice?
Oh, it's incredible.
I think Venice is the most fascinating city in the world. Its history, its art, its layout, everything about it is so rich and so beautiful, and there's so much about human ingenuity. I absolutely love it.
Where are you from?
I was born in Austria, but I'm from all over, really. England, France, Germany, and someday Venice will be my home. Every time I come here, I make an effort to meet new people. Having friends is very important to me, you see? But I don't want to move here until I can afford my own palazzo. So, until that day, I shall have to content myself with staying here wherever I can and as often as I can.
How long have you been coming here?
I've been coming here ever since I was about your age. I always try to stay somewhere different. I'm a journalist. Right now, I live in Hamburg because that's where the offices of Your Welt magazine are. I do most of my writing for them. But I know far more about Venice than I do about Hamburg. In fact, I know more about Venice than most Venetians do. I know where the best souvenir stands are, the nicest glass shops. Here, I'll make you a list of the cheapest cafes.
No, that's okay. You don't need to do that.
You don't want to know where the cheapest cafes are? Are you sure you're American?
I'm just not into touristy things, that's all.
I see.
Oh, but you could tell me what your very favorite spot in Venice is. I'd love to know that.
Oh, well, let me think. That would have to be Campo San Paolo. There's something, I don't know, something very avant-garde about it that's quite charming.
So what do you think about all this phantom thief stuff?
I probably shouldn't say this, but I think it's great. A caped figure darting down walkways beside moonlit canals, melting mist-like into the shadows, escaping not with stolen money, but stolen art. It's all just so wonderfully Venetian.
You condone what he's doing?
No, of course not. It just captures the imagination, that's all. As far as crime sprees go, this one is rather refreshing. Il Fantasma hasn't physically hurt anyone, and has some very interesting ideas when it comes to what's worth stealing. In fact, it's altogether possible this phantom could turn out to be a woman. Whew, that would be a story I'd write for free.
Since you're a journalist and you're right here, aren't you tempted to write a story about this phantom thief person?
As a matter of fact, I am writing a story for Your Welt.
So, have you dug up anything juicy?
This case is so huge, the police are swamped. Apparently, they've got people coming in from all over the world to help track down leads. My contacts at the police station are too busy to give me the time of day, let alone a juicy tip. However, one of my non-police sources just told me something very interesting. He said the word on the street is that the next thing the thief steals is going to be a person.
He's going to kidnap someone?
A very wealthy someone. At least, that's a rumor.
Do you talk to Colin Baxter very much?
I try to talk to him, but he's so focused on his work. Having a decent conversation with him is virtually impossible. Once, out of politeness, I feigned an interest in what he was doing, and the next thing I knew,
he was showing you his Tesserae slides.
Yes! They went on and on and on. It was nightmarish. I felt like a seabird that had landed in an oil slick and couldn't fly away. The only way I could escape was to confess that I found the slides less than fascinating, which hurt his feelings terribly, I'm afraid. But it couldn't be helped.
Yeah, the same thing happened to me.
The man is obsessed, which is a shame, really. After all, he's not bad looking, and there's a touch of intrigue about him.
What do you mean?
Once, while he was working, his cell phone rang. He immediately left the room to take the call, but as he was leaving, he picked up by saying, "This is Justin." Not Colin, Justin.
He's using a fake name?
Either Justin or Colin. One of them's fake.
Okay.
I'll leave you to your writing.
It's been a pleasure. Pretty locket.
Thank you. My boyfriend gave it to me.
Boyfriend? You do have it all, don't you, Nancy Drew?
Okay.
Hello, Nancy.
Oh.
Do you know who that box of chocolates in the entryway is for?
No, I didn't really look at it because I assumed it was for you. It's not?
No, it's for someone named Il Dottore.
Oh, I was afraid, I assumed they were from that locket fellow of yours. Il Dottore. Wonder who that could be.
Does Margarita know that you went to prison in England for art theft?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not going to tell anyone. I just want to know.
My real name is Justin Beaumont. 2 years ago, I removed a Renoir from the private collection of a man to whom it was nothing more than a financial investment. I took it home so it would be appreciated as the masterpiece it was. Its former owner took issue with my actions. I was arrested, and I was sent to prison for a year. As for Margarita, she's the only one who knows. She says if I don't continue to work for her for next to nothing, she'll tell all her friends I have a criminal record, which would essentially end my career here in Venice, just like it ended my career back in England. If that were to happen, I'd be utterly lost.
How did Margarita find out?
I have no idea. She wouldn't tell me. What's worse, not only does she keep trying to get me to use substandard materials so she can save money on the renovations I'm doing for her, but she wants me to cover it up by lying to the Restoration Council about it. And for someone in my precarious position, let's just say resisting has been very, very difficult. Enough. I insist we change the subject.
Would it be okay if I used your microscope?
I have a very strict policy when it comes to my equipment. No one touches it but me. And now, you. I trust you, Nancy. Please, be my guest.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. This guy is scratching my hair so hard that we do not even know what she looks like. Okay. Il Dottore requests you to change the safe room lock combination to 43556. Okay, that's a number to note. Okay, and now we go back. Ooh, maybe we need some money because we have glasses. So we do have this now. 4.
I'll sing a Yerba Buena song in a house high above the sea.
She's stuck in a bed. Oh, here's some extra puzzles. The sausages. Thought you might enjoy. We are from a shop in the
Interesting flavor.
And okay, this is something funny. Something's gonna happen when Nancy leaves the room. And look at her outfit. And imagine Nancy just doing whatever's gonna happen next in that outfit.
Ugh, I'm not feeling so good.
Nancy? Are you alright?
Oh my gosh! You're positively green! Nancy?
Ugh. Oh, I should so not have eaten those sausages. I wonder what a num-num is.
Maybe talk to these guys first.
Nancy, I've been worried about you. How are you feeling?
A little angry, actually. Those sausages you left in my room gave me food poisoning.
What sausages? I didn't leave sausages in your room.
The note they came with said they were from you.
Well, someone else must have written it and signed my name, because I promise you, I did not leave any sausages or any note in your room. Besides, you don't think someone would give you tainted sausages on purpose, do you?
I guess it could have been just an accident.
Of course it was.
I need to get going.
Drop by again.
Ooh, great mask. I like it. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. What happened?
I made the mistake of eating the sausages that someone left for me. Apparently they were as nasty as they looked.
That's terrible. Who would have left sausages for you?
The note that was with them said they were from Colin.
Colin? You'd think someone who can see a flaw in a tiny little tile from 3 meters away would be able to pick out decent sausages.
He says it wasn't him. He says someone else wrote that note and left the sausages for me.
Why would someone do that? He probably just doesn't want to... What do they always say in the movies? Cop to it. Anyway, the good news is, whatever was in those sausages didn't do you any permanent harm. You're back to your cute, spunky teenage self.
I'll come back later, okay?
1-1.
The handwriting on this envelope is the same as the handwriting on the note that came with the sausages, which means Colin sent them.
Why did he lie? Okay, here's a mistake.
Hello?
Nancy, I do not hear from you. Have you examined the microdot the pigeon was carrying?
Yes, I have. Sorry, I should have called. Anyway, the message, which was written in English, said, Il Dottore requests you to change the safe room lock combination to 43556.
Il Dottore?
Yes, which is really interesting because in his office, Fongo has a poster of Commedia dell'arte masks. He's crossed out all but 5 of the masks, and among the ones that aren't crossed out are the Brighella mask.
The mask the Phantom wears.
Right, and the mask for Il Dottore wasn't crossed out either. And it was in the middle, like it was more important than the others. And when I went back to the place where I'm staying, a box of chocolates had just been delivered for someone named Il Dottore, which means it's very possible that Il Dottore is one of the people at the Ca' Nascosta.
Perhaps Fongo and the Phantom and whoever else they are working with are going by the names of Commedia dell'arte characters. This would make it easier to secretly communicate with each other. And if that's true, perhaps those chocolates are a message of some kind. And if Il Dottore was at the center of that poster you saw, perhaps the person the message was meant for is the ringleader.
Just what I was thinking.
Here is what we will do. I will have a technician hide tracking devices in objects these people are likely to carry around with them. Then, when we know which of them is Il Dottore, we will activate the appropriate device and be able to follow him.
Awesome. Let's see. Helena's always writing, so for her I could plant a bug in her pen maybe. And Margarita is always sunning herself, so you could hide a bug for her in a sunglasses case. But for Colin, you could bug a mosaic tile. You know, a tessera.
He's likely to carry a mosaic tile on his person.
If it's from me, he will. Long story.
This is good information, Nancy. I will have our technician prepare the 2 bugged objects and the device which she will hide in the pen, then leave them for you in the Banca dell'Oro ATM. You should give them to each person as soon as you get them.
Will do. Keep your fingers crossed.
My fingers are always crossed.
Okay. Now we need some money. So we're just going to go to some polo and do some bachi baruni. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice warm welcome for our newest dancer, all the way from Aix-en-Provence, France, Punchy LaRue! Here's the money you earned.
Okay, I still earn maximum. Okay. Okay. Right, so now let's oh, we can buy stuff. Okay, we need
L'olio
some
d'oliva è il più buono di tutti. Qui venite.
Us.
Mia sorella ha avuto un figlio ieri, lo sapevi, Greta?
No, no, dobbiamo...
Pesa 30 kg.
30 kg.
Non sapevo fosse
È
incinta.
grosso.
Un elefante.
È un po' pesante.
Have some stuff in the guys. Okay. So, and whatever this is. Alright. So I'm going to end here. And I will play the next part, which is a bit more interesting because it involves planting bugs, those things, and also a game of scopa.
Sono da me, appena pescati.
So I know actually what goes on, but let's just waste some of Nancy's money on this.
Scusi, posso farle una domanda?
Yes.
Tutte le gondole sono nere.
Per mettere in rilievo la pelle delicata
Ma io pensavo che fosse tutti a luce.
Just stands here and mix them up. Alright, so now I'm going to save. I'm just going to save it as random. And I'm going to exit. Bye guys, and please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And again, this is the first time I'm doing a video with commentary, so it might be a bit strange. Bye bye. I need to save this too.